But the thing is, yeah, so when we talk about sex, modern day sex, there is no limits. Men are, what kind of weapon there? Men are sexually fluid
Mm-hmm.
and they're not embarrassed about it. Uh, women always have multiple partners. I don't think the younger people now lie about it.
They don't.
So, yeah.
They don't.
It's just
They don't.
why? Like, so that's what I'm saying. What is it? What is like? What
I
is it
mean,
with the generation and younger? Like, what is?
it's what do we have to hide? I think history would show, right? Like in the past, like you said, the older generation kind of kept it behind closed doors. We weren't saying anything, and because nobody was saying anything, I think that created more risks. That created more. I don't want to call it toxicity, but just I don't know, like the AIDS epidemic and all of these things, right? I'm gonna just name it, right? If you think about all the diseases, it's like because we didn't want to say nothing, but now it's like we out in the open. I'm gonna tell you who, what, when, where, how. I'm gonna just tell you how often. Like it's people are just more open, and I don't think
and less judgy.
Less. No, I'm not gonna say less judgy. I think they're more judgy today, but I think they're judgy about everything.
But is your generation more judgy to the other peers?
No,
it's more so my generation are older judging you guys.
Yes. And I think we don't care because I mean they judge everything about us. Like from when we were younger. I mean, imagine they are all on their phones. Everything we did, it was picked apart. So now if it's sex, that's the top of the equation. Talk about it. We don't care. Y'all gonna talk about everything we do anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, I think that's where the whole we're just gonna say it. We don't really care. This is who we are. Either you like it or you love it, or you hate it. But you're gonna deal with it because we're here.
Exactly. We're here. We're queer. We're not going anywhere.
There you go.
Hi, TJ. How are you?
I'm good. I think it's you don't care now, and I think that's one of the differences. Because I think your generation and also Zennials live for more of the moment. You don't think further down range. And I think because of that, and you have this climate of everything is fair game, a lot of times you don't think about the implications of what we do now, how it will affect you later. And then the difference is when I was younger, I didn't either, and I think it's not uncommon to think that way. But the difference is with your generation and those that are coming after, there will be evidence of the things that y'all do that you won't take into account for where there's no evidence of the things that we did.
TJ, we are the evidence of what y'all did.
Well, no, there's no evidence. There's no evidence of eating groceries and body count. There's
True,
no evidence of that.
But and let me be real frank. Like, we're jacked up. Like, there's certain, like, I think our generation, the 30 somethings, like, need more therapy than most. Like, let's be clear, right? And as some of that had to do with like things I didn't know, things that were hidden, things I'm finding out now, right? And so I think we're taking more of the approach is like, I don't want to keep anything from my kids. I don't like for the 30 somethings that have kids. I'm not keeping anything from my kids. I'm gonna let them know from jump. And I think it's just taking what we're having to like kind of like peel back and take the layers off. We're just having to like go through that while raising kids, or go through that while trying to find ourselves and live in a society that's completely different. Long gone are the days where we can work for one company for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? Right, so we're having to really jump into something, mourn the loss of having this job, to then take another job. I mean, I think about so many 30 somethings that are job hopping because they're not happy. The conditions aren't there. So there's just a lot.
And too, it's just like, even my generation and older, it was always hoes. Even the ones that got married,
hoes gonna be hoes
that never got married. You had sex before you were married. It's just that they lied about it. They were quiet. They were hiding it. There were men who were bi, women who were bi. They just did not talk about it. When they walked outside, they presented themselves in a certain way, but they were doing the same thing that is happening now, probably worse, because I remember when me and the judge was on this, it was like months ago, he was part of the sexual revolution.
He's my mom's age, so definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, because TJ, you're not in your 50s, TJ, are you?
I'm 54, honey.
Okay, so you the generation right above me.
I'm Gen
Because
X.
I'm 45, so I'm Generation X. What
Yeah.
hell am I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a late, you're on the cusp between Generation X and millennials.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, on the cusp, but I am X. But even then, so yeah, so Judge Joe Brown, his era was a sexual revolution. And I'm sorry, I think they did more crazy shit than Gen Z is doing today. It's just that you would never see it. And if anybody were to actually see it, it'd be a lot of people locked up. So so yeah, so it was always there. It's just that they're putting it out on the camera, and I think that is shocking people. But what I like about Harlem, and I like about when, because it's for Black women, it's not about the body count, like it's not, you're taking that stigma of judging women for just living their life and being women and finding themselves and having fun and going through all these emotions, ups and downs, finding love, wanting love,
Yes,
getting your shit together, because Camille is a hot mess.
she is. I think, and to your point, that is exactly why I love it. I think it's